I was scrolling through TikTok the other day and noticed something rather interesting. Everyone and their moms was using this very classic mic, the Shure SM7B, to record their new song or cover. And I thought to myself, I love that mic. I've mixed a few clients who used it. It's the Thriller mic. I should probably buy one for myself. But if you've seen my last video, you'll know that I'm not too fond of spending money. So I was cleaning my studio the other day after a drum recording, and as I was picking up the kick drum mic, I was holding it and asked myself, why does this feel like an SM7B? I wonder how this would even sound. No way it would work, right? This mic is the Shure Beta 52A, arguably one of the best kick drum mics ever. You've definitely heard this mic on a bunch of different records if it has live drums, and it's most famously known for its mid-range and the fact that it's a thick boy. I don't think I've ever really looked inside this. Woo! Okay, so taking a look inside, I would have thought that the capsule would have been just as thick as this grill. I mean, this is a kick drum mic, and I was under the assumption that a bigger capsule means more low end going inside of it. But what do I know? I'm honestly not an audio engineer like that. You could probably also see why this mic feels like an SM7B. Holding it like this already makes me feel like a real TikToker. Okay, but enough details, let's finally make this cover. Before we track vocals, of course, we're gonna need something to sing to. I have been a huge fan of this band called Joan, who just released this record called Bye. And today, I feel like covering their song Don't Say You Love Me. I think that was it. I can do this in one take. One take easy. It was not easy. Okay, that's
A few moments later.
Okay, so it's finally time to record some vocals, and I'm actually very curious. I have zero expectations on how this is gonna sound. Maybe it's gonna have a ton of low end. We'll see. Input 2. Here we go.
Check. Right off the bat, you can already hear the mid-range and the low end. It's different than a lot of condenser microphones where they have a lot of top end. This seems to not really have any, which is very interesting because, you know, a lot of kick drums, in order to get some nice attack, you have to bump around like 8K, but this, at least upon initial reaction, is more kind of like mid-range, almost telephonic. But I definitely think this is something we could work with.
Hey Google, show me lyrics to... What song is this?
Here are some me lyrics to what songs?
Google Nest Hub basically said no. Okay, here we go.
You're not the quiet type, but I barely feel you there. I can barely feel you there. Gotta add some reverb because I'm not really feeling it. I need to be in the mood for this, you know what I mean? So, don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it.
It sounds so muffled. It's almost hard to hear what I'm singing. So it makes me wonder if this is actually gonna be hard to mix. I guess we'll see by the time we get there, huh? You could tell me if something's changed. Don't be lying to my face. That was good. I've made it this far all on my own. So let me know, and I'll let you go. Ooh, that was good. Just, yeah, mono stop. Ew. Ow. We just finished tracking the vocals, and before we start mixing this, I want to show you what the raw vocals sound like with just the mic, and the only processing is the auto-tune to fix my out-of-tune singing. Don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it. It honestly doesn't sound too bad. It sounds as though it was recorded on a regular dynamic mic that's a little bit darker than the rest. I think now is also the best time to shamelessly plug my online course called Adaptable Vocals. If you're struggling to get great sounding vocal mixes, then I highly suggest you check this course. We take you through the mental process on how to mix vocals, especially if they were recorded on something crazy like this. This is also a no-brainer if you're wasting countless hours on YouTube looking for tutorials that will never suit your specific needs. So if you want to earn back your time and start mixing vocals right and fast, I highly suggest you click the link in the description down below and check out that course. We're going to be using some of the tactics and adaptable vocals to mix this song, so BRB. Okay, so we just finished the mixing, and here's how it sounds all together with the processing. Don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it. So the major problems that we had while mixing this was there was a lot of low end, but there was also just a ton of high mids that was hard to tame. Not only that, but because it's a pretty dark microphone, I had to use something called Fresh Air, which is by Slate. You can find that in the link in the description down below. It basically brought back a lot of that top end airiness that you wouldn't get from a microphone like this. And to show you even further how much we transformed this vocal in the mixing process, I'm gonna play it processed, and then in the middle I'm gonna take it off. Don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it. I've made it this far all on my own, so let me know and I'll let you go. But of course, this means absolutely nothing without having it in the final mix. So without further ado, this is my cover of Don't Say You Love Me by Joan. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. And if you want some free gifts, you can also find those in the link in the description. I have a free ebook for you called Valuable Cold Messages and 2 sample packs. I love you guys. I'll see you next week, and let's run it. Tell me what's on your mind when I'm trying to make you laugh and you're rolling your eyes. You're not the quiet type, but I could barely feel you there on the passenger side. So what's wrong? You know you could tell me if something's changed. Don't be lying to my face. Don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it. I've made it this far all on my own, so let me know and I'll let you go. So why you putting it off? If you wanna find yourself, go ahead and get lost. You say you're nothing at all, and it's no good for my health if you're leading me on. You're so dramatic, it makes me mad when you let it build up and then we come crashing down. I just can't take it. Why are you making it way too hard? So just stop. Don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it. I've made it this far all on my own, so let me know and I'll let you go. Love me or leave me, just leave me. Love me or leave me, just leave me. Love me or leave me, just leave me. If you don't love me, just leave. Don't say you love me if you don't love me. Don't say you need me if you don't mean it. I've made it this far all on my own, so let me know and I'll let you go.